that's the thing is that, so brokerages are, using multiple products before they even come over to Loft. And then it's just a struggle. And it's a struggle for us to help them feel confident because they've already tried a couple of other things and they feel a little bit burned.
So truly, that's our situation, in that we felt like it was overpromised and underdelivered in the previous product. And so I was very hesitant to trust that something truly was but I feel like you guys, the way that you trained and the way that you supported and still support the product is amazing. I mean, that we never got from the previous product either. So I feel like definitely that's a strong selling point for you guys.
And that's why we're doing the testimonials, because I can say it, and I don't expect anyone to believe it these days, because I look at stuff when I'm promised something. If I'm buying something, I'm like, well, is it going to happen? Is it true or is it not true?
But it literally costs us, cost us thousands of dollars for the mistake. That's the problem, is that we made decisions based on those salespeople's words, and turns out it was not exactly true. Like, I don't even know if they know their products. That's the trouble. I feel like you know this product inside and out. And that to me is the person I want to purchase from. But unfortunately, some of these companies, they're dealing with salespeople that I don't know that they really understand the whole line and the integrations and all of that. And to me, if I have to figure that out myself, that it's not working the way I thought it was working, it costs us, again, like just cleaning it up was a nightmare, a true nightmare.
Totally. So you have 150 agents. How many offices?
We have 5 offices.
Right. So just starting sort of from the beginning, what were you hoping to accomplish when you decided to look for a different software and make a switch?
We were looking for something that worked as it is intended. I think that was user-friendly, that was integrated in from SkySlope, which is a product we use. That was huge. And I would say we probably were looking for something that was well supported.
Right, fair. And would you say, based on the switch, that you have saved time, money? Are there any sort of actual ROI indicators, like return on investment indicators, that you guys think about when you do a retrospective on, was this a good move for our brokerage?
Absolutely. I would say huge part, not having to insert sales into the system, that it integrates directly into it, is amazing. Beyond that, I would say, I feel like the system itself is very user-friendly and very easy to add a new deal. Like, I close things out so quickly. Sometimes I'm like, did I miss a step? Because I feel like but it's that easy. Once you have it in there, it's just click, click, you're done. And it's very, very, you don't forget. It's so simple that you can't, so I have an admin that does most of the closings, but when she's gone, I'll do them and I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, did I forget something? Because it was so simple. So no, I feel like it's a process that makes sense and is very simple.
And what about the accounting side? How do you feel about the integrity of your accounting data?
I feel that when it feeds over into our accounting, we use Xero. I have not seen an issue yet, nor has our accountants. And that was a huge problem with the previous product. We had QuickBooks, and when it was integrating with QuickBooks, it was completely wrong. And in fact, a lot of my 1099s were incorrect last year because of the way that it was sending stuff over and the way it was recording some of the sales. It was a mess. I've probably had to redo 10 1099s. They were all wrong. So I haven't got to that point yet with this system, but I can guess that it's so far, there's not been any issues that we found that didn't feed correctly.
Perfect. And do you think that the agents see a benefit from the brokerage using this product, or are they very engaged in it?
They're starting to become more engaged in it, as I send them there, before I do everything for them because the product before didn't really have very good agent interaction. So this one does. I just need to remind him how to do it. So when they ask, I just say, listen, remember, you can go on yourself and get it. So it's kind of a learning process for them because before they haven't. But one thing I want to say too is on the previous product, there were a lot of areas where we as putting data in could put in easily not change something and it was wrong. And I'll tell you an example. We just had an agent come to me and say that it was calculated incorrectly from our previous product, Broker Sumo. It was calculated incorrectly. She didn't change. There's a step where you put, is the referral going to come out before or after the agent's commission? And she didn't do the drop down to put after. And so we lost a couple $1,000s on that. He's nice enough to have told us, so we'll get it. But it's those kind of things like there were too many areas that were affected by what the user was doing. This, I feel, it makes more sense how you do it, how you put the data in. It makes more sense. So you can catch it if you didn't do it correctly. And I think that's the part that saves us money too, less room for error, I guess.
Super disappointing for anyone to have to pay money back, or for you guys to have to collect money. That's hard.
No, it's embarrassing. I feel embarrassed, that happened. And how do they trust what you're doing now, So I think it's a trust issue that now I make sure they know that we're no longer with that system and we're with a new system, and that won't happen. And even redoing all their 1099s, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think, because you sort of probably had some software fatigue from trying other products, what was it that made you decide to jump off the edge and try it again?
It was a recommendation from someone we trusted that told us that this is a great product, another brokerage that uses it. So to me, that's the best recommendation you can get. If they use it and they love it, to me, they know they've worked out all those kinks, or they've realized their kinks aren't there, versus previous product where I had brokerages calling me and I was like, I couldn't recommend it. That's the sad part about it, So this, I feel this company we trust recommended it highly, as did the accountants that we use. So I felt like if they trust it, I trust it.
Perfect. That makes a lot of sense. What do you think we could do better? What do you think Loft could do better for our clients?
Well, I would have said the reports, because I think that reporting is real important in this business. We use the metrics for a lot of different things for agents, contests, or, just ranking or commissions. But there's also the Google Data Studio that we're going to be incorporating. So then I'm sure that will improve the reporting. But other than that, I mean, your support's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And that, to me, when you want an answer, I don't want to wait 2 days to get an answer. You're right in the middle of doing something. And the fact that when you chat with someone, it truly is a chat is amazing. I was like blown away, because before I would start the chat and it would be, we'll contact you. And literally it was 2 days. So the fact that I can talk to someone right away, they solve my problem and they show me how to do it, so in the future I can do it myself, is invaluable.
Excellent. That's great to hear. Yeah, we love our support.
It's great.
Lona and Paul and Sarah,
Yeah.
they're the best. They really help us a lot.
And that, I don't think companies realize, like, they don't understand how important that is to people. It's so important to have somebody answer your question. I always say, like, in any industry we work with here, the fact that I can get an answer to my question within, you know, a short period of time is one of the most important parts about working with someone. It's not the only thing, but it's really important.
Well, and you guys provide that level of support to your agents too. If they need something, you give it, you know, you want to be there.
Absolutely. That's, we say we come from a place of yes. Not, you know, start there. We don't say yes to everything, but we start there because we'd like to, if it helps their business. I mean, that's the thing. We'd like to be able to do that for them. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we have that in common. We always try, you know, how can we get the answer if we don't know the answer?
Absolutely. I can tell you do. Yes.
Perfect. Well, I didn't really have all my questions up, but I think that's good. I mean, I just want to hear, you know, how you guys are doing.
I mean, honestly, what's important to other brokerages who are looking at this product should be, what do other brokerages that they feel they respect think of it, and how, and they're using it, and have there been any major non-truths? And I would say that there aren't any. That you guys have, you're very upfront about what it does, and you're helpful when it, if to solve a problem, if it doesn't, you know, that you'll find a solution. And I feel like that's super important in support. So those two things to me are what have not happened in previous products, those two things. And I feel like that's the key to using a product such as LOFT47. And in a brokerage, this is our back end. Like, it's the most important thing, that all our data is in there. So it's important to have to change companies. It's important to stick with someone you know you can trust, that's going to give you all the answers you need. And that's pretty much what I feel we've gotten from the product. So
excellent. Well, we really feel like our clients are our partners, not our customers. So
yeah. I think that's how we look at our business too. Even clients, they're all partners.
Yeah.
They're the reason we're in this business.
Yeah, exactly. What's the point if you don't have good relationships?
Exactly. And yeah, you're amazing. Alona's amazing. They're all good. Yeah, you guys are all really, really helpful.
Excellent. Well, we sure love working with you, and thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.